G'day everyone, Master Rabbit here from CapsuleComputers.com.au. Today we'll be reviewing a game. It's actually an emulator called Nescaline. It's from Jonathan Zaskis. Now he has created this emulator for the Apple iPhone. Now I'm going to just jump into it right now. Now as you can see, it's basically a very simple sort of a view when you jump in. It's like a contact. You basically like your contacts. Now basically this is all the emulators for the Nintendo, all the ROMs for the Nintendo NES system. The 8-bit version, that's a lot of good old memories here from when we used to play, especially when I used to play. I've got, now the ROMs that you got here, it does come with 5 homebrew ROMs. Now these ROMs are not, the ROMs that you might be seeing here are the ones that I own myself and I've put onto the iPhone. Now to do that, basically what you do is up the top you've got the plus. Now you press on the plus and the URL will appear. Now basically enter URL to load. So if you know where the ROMs are located and you own the ROMs and you actually own the ROM, own the cartridge for the game, then you'll be able to load it in. Once you load it in, you put the whole name of the location plus the .NES extension, click on load, and it will kick up and start up and basically appear in your list. Now like I said, if you don't want it anymore, all you got to do is go move your finger across the name of the game that you don't want and then click on delete and it will go away. So pretty much that's how you load the ROMs. You've got, as I said, and there's not too much to talk about in terms of the actual emulator. It's got its options, which are the most important part of this. So if I run you through them very quickly, I go into settings. Now the emulator does auto save as well if you want. There's an option for that. You can also switch the A and B buttons when you play certain games, depending on how you feel like playing. If you're more comfortable with the buttons on the left or the right. You can play on full screen and also keep the aspect ratio. You've also got the Game Genie codes, which is great. You can put them on and do a bit of cheating. You've also got the frame skips for better quality, also better picture. Your speed on the CPU. I'm using an iPhone 3GS, and it's recommended to use an iPhone 3GS for this because you'll get better performance. You've also got the music, the sound, the sticky controllers, and it's version 1, and then other Genie codes down the bottom. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the options. It's not a very hard thing to get your head around. Now, basically, as I showed you, you got your the games. Now what I'm going to jump into one of the games. Now the emulator has emulated its best, to the best of its ability, the picture quality and also sound. So if I go in here and click on start a new game, I'm just going into Double Dragon. As you can see, I'm playing it vertically. Now as you can see, you've got the controls down the bottom and the start and the select A and B buttons are there too. So once you press it, you can actually see what it looks like, what you've pressed here and there. So if I go there, basically select the level and press start. As you can see, the sound in this one's gone a little bit funny, but once it moves on to the next section, it does repair itself and continue moving on. As you can see, now we're going on to mission 1. So now the controls on here are a little bit small, a little bit hard to maneuver sometimes if you've got fat fingers. So what makes it better is you can move it to the side and it flips over to the side, and as you can see, it's much better to control. It's very responsive, to tell you the truth. It's actually, like I said, certain games are responsive, certain games might be a little bit glitchy. So basically, it's basically just, hopefully the emulator will come out and more versions and upgrades will come out and will probably be tweaked to a better level, and that's the most important thing. At least we've got it here for now, and it will come in handy when you're on those long trips and you want to play those old Nintendo games and relive your childhood. So as you said, you got the start, pause, select. You've got the double A and B, which in this situation in this game is it will let you do a jump. You got your punch and you got your kick and your punch, and that's pretty much it. Sound works real. Like I said, the sound, like I said, could be glitchy, but at the moment it's going well. You can hear it comes out. It's coming out pretty cool, and that's pretty it. It's pretty much it. So For Double Dragon, this is a good one. I used to play this one all the time. I've got all 3 of the I got 3 of the cartridges myself as well. So at least, like I said, I don't have to whack it in my Nintendo Entertainment System anymore. I can now play it on my Apple iPhone, which is fantastic. Alright, so jumping out, like for example, if I just go like that right now, and I'm just getting bashed, if I just go and click on the All Games again, it will ask me if I would like to save my game. Because basically, if I don't have autosave, it will ask me. So if I go on and click on Save Game, it will save it for me. So for instance, now if I go down to the bottom where it says Save Game, Double Dragon's there. So I was just getting bashed. So if I just go back in there right now and I go select Restore Game, I just got bashed and I'm back to where I was before. So if I go flip it back to there and continue on my merry way. So basically it's pretty cool. So if you know you can get yourself get yourself to a good point in the game and you've done really well, just jump back out, save it, and then jump back in, and at least you'll know that you can continue from there every time, which is good. And if you don't want, you can always jump out and not continue from that spot anyway. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you what another game. I'll show you one more game before I end the review. I'll jump back out and not save this and go back to normal games. Another game which is really, really good is the Mighty Final Fight. And this one plays really nice. The speed is good. I'll start the game up right now and let it load up. Just choose a option, choose a character. I'll go for Cody. Now, as you can see, I'll flip it back over this way. Sound is really good in this one, and I do recommend don't play in full screen, because if you play in full screen and you play it on horizontal mode, the controller takes too much of the screen, which is, as I said, I was complaining about it being on the side for being too small, and this one here is nice and big. So in my opinion, just probably stick with playing it on this size screen, and you'll be pretty much happy with the gameplay as well. And as you can see, this is really good. The sound works well. The gameplay is good, the speed is nice and fast, and that's it. So I would recommend this. It's available in the Apple iTunes store. It's at a very good price. I know the prices will be different from everywhere you are, so it's going to be Australian. I'm from Australia, so there's going to be like different locations, the US and the Euro prices. So pretty much what I'll do is I'll put a link off to the review from here and tell you how much it's going to cost in your location. And that's it. So I would recommend this if you're a fan of the Nintendo, if you're a fan of Nintendo and the 8-bit era, and you've got the ROMs and you don't have your Nintendo anymore, or you can't be bothered putting it in. Get it on the Apple iPhone and enjoy it. Even when you're on the bus, you're in the train, or you're traveling, this is the best thing. All right, I'll jump back out and I will give this a review. I'm going to click no. I'll give Nescaline a 8 capsules out of 10. This is fantastic. Grab it right now. It's from the Apple iPhone store, and that's it. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. Master Rabbit signing out from capsulecomputers.com.au. Thank you.